There was such a misconception about Arab people. I wanted to change that branding to kind of show people this is the kind of Arab I want to be. These are the things that I want to challenge in my traditional culture and evolve them, make them better.
The New Voices of the Middle East with Yvonne Saba.
Hello everyone, welcome. You're listening to IDC International Radio 106.2 FM and my sisters in the studio because this is a Saba Sisters special. I needed something to kind of bridge that gap between me not understanding who I am and all of these misconceptions that a lot of people are not familiar with. And so for me, the bridge is what connects people to a different Arab culture that they wouldn't have known of before.
I'm taking over.
Oh, no, you're not. If you can tell the difference between our voices, I hope you can for the listeners out there because it's a little bit difficult. But she's not being serious at the moment, so we'll try to get over this. I want to show them the best possible Christian that I can be and not something that they take a negative connotation. So that's what the bridge is. It's me.
My family originally is from Yaffo. We belong to the Maronite Catholic Church. We have been in Yaffo for generations and generations, so we're very, very tied to this land. A lot of people, when they think of the Arab minority, they think of Arab means Muslim. Not necessarily. There's also a very large amount of Christian Arabs.
People don't know what I am or who I am, and I want to give them the opportunity to kind of ask questions and get my perspective. So music for me is my language. I mean, I speak English, Arabic, and Hebrew. Music is like kind of like the fourth one for me. This is one of my favorites. They understand who I am.
Right.
I feel like that's like the most important thing for me. Growing up, I was very religious in the sense that, you know, I would go to church every Sunday. So I do believe.
Being Arab is, I think it comes first and foremost to me because of the environment we're located in. If we don't have an identity, we get swallowed into this larger society, which is the Israeli society. And that basically means losing all of that heritage. Being Christian is also another part of my identity, but it's not something that I come in contact with day to day as much as I come in contact with my Arab identity. At this point in my life, I have a lot of questions, and I don't know who can answer them. I don't know if the church is the right place to go to answer those questions.
Last time we were at church, Yvonne and Katie came with me because they had to. It was my nephew's first communion, and they came with me.
He's 9 and he was not excited about it.
Okay. I don't want my kids to necessarily go to church if they feel that it's not a place for them. I want them to have their own relationship with God.
I do believe in Jesus, but not in the same way that perhaps my mom would believe in Jesus.
I would like them to get to know him better because I don't think they have enough knowledge of the Bible and of Jesus in order to get this kind of relationship that anyone who believes should have. Identity is very, very important because if you don't know where you're coming from, you don't know where you're going. You started from somewhere and you're going somewhere else. You know, having faith makes things easier because when you know that there is somebody there that's taking care of you, you have hope. It gives you hope for a better life, for, you know, to continue living, basically.
I do know the Bible very well. I have a fair understanding of it. And at the end of the day, the way I see religion is that It's a personal thing. It's between you and God. It's
Exactly.
I do love Jesus in my own way. For me, that's important.
It's more of having questions, not necessarily saying, oh, I won't believe it until I see it. Just having questions. How did that happen? Why did that happen? But I also have this certain set of values that I got from Christianity that I wouldn't exchange. Jesus is that symbol of those values.
You know, having God there is always good because you know that somewhere, somehow, there's somebody to rely on, and putting your faith in Him is a big thing.
Thank you for joining us as we provide a spiritual insight of what God is doing in Israel and in the Middle East. If you want to learn more about what God is doing in Israel, make sure to visit us on our webpage and follow us on social media. Shalom, and God bless you from Jerusalem.